Howdy folks, today we're going to talk about the Artti R1. And a common thing with a lot of my recent reviews are going to be that I don't have the IM in front of me because I sent it back or something happened, but so I don't have it in front of me. But so I was sent that by a friend to check out D Fung, Mr. David, and it spawned a mod essentially. So I'll just say this, out of the box, you got 3 dynamic drivers. The base driver is beryllium coated, I'm quite sure. I did look that up. And so it's got, typical mid hole, basically. But the mids and the uppers are actually really nice on it. For lack of a better word, it actually sounds like a higher end headphone than definitely the price. So it actually does have a crossover, a very basic one. I'm pretty sure, I just looked this up, it's got like, I think a resistor on one driver, on the bass driver, and then a capacitor on, let's see if the capacitor might be on the treble driver, if I get that right. And then the mid driver is just, I think, running full range, possibly. But anyways, it's got a simple crossover. So in other words, all the drivers aren't running in unison, full range, and so that's good. So in other words, it's like reasonable. It's not a lie. So I thought, oh, this is really pretty good, and it's a metal shell. So why don't I just pop that open and see what I can do? I got options, 3 drivers, 3 dampers, and probably some type of crossover I could screw around with. And I was thinking like, well, oh, hey Taco, we're gonna go this way. Come on. And do you want to get some water? You want to get water, Chuck? Did you get water? All right, let's get some water. So, sorry. So we have things we can do that are pretty easy. Popping the shell open just took a little heat and an X-Acto, and takes a little getting used to doing it. Also, I use a leather glove on the hand that I hold the IEM with for obvious reasons. But so basically the modification is to swap the back damper for the bass driver, the beryllium coated dynamic. By the way, I think they're all 6 millimeters. Do you want water? Let's go this way. Come on, Chuck. And so you pull the damper off the beryllium coated driver, and you swap it out with a, now this is going to be up to taste, but so far, if you do let's say it's a 400 value. By the way, the Sound Link store off of AliExpress is where these dampers are that I'm getting. So it'll kind of give you at least a consistency factor. But so first I did a 400 value 3 millimeter. And that gives you quite a lot of mid bass, maybe a hair too much, but it's fun. And then if you really want like a more top of the line sound with plenty of bass, a little bit of mid bass extra compared to the stock tuning, and a little more mids, then that would be like about a 450, and you can do a 3.0 or a 2.5 millimeter. Those will do different curves. So I would say the 2.5 is going to be the most clean in the mids, and 3.0 will give you a little more mid bass, a little more grunt, and man, after that, that's it. That's all you have to do. That is one goddamn banger of an IEM for that price of, I don't know if it's 60 bucks or something. That's fucking amazing, truly fucking amazing. So the few people that have done it just were like blown away. And also the 6 millimeter beryllium coated bass driver is shocking. It's not like the sickest driver ever, but it produces some good SPL, very tight, low distortion bass, and plenty of air. Highly impressive. So overall, the Artti R1 gets a modification recommendation. We'll call it that. But also, it's pretty good out of the box. I think it had pretty good reviews, and they're pretty much right on. And so the mids are right about perfect. They're not skinny, they're not thin, not thick, just sort of right in the ballpark. And sorry, I mean the ear gain area. So that's cool. And then treble is extended. It is, it gives you that air of cleanness without giving you a metallic sheen over the top of it. I find it just fucking really good. That dynamic is good. So, and there's 3 of them. So overall, what a banger, man. I forgot to make a fucking video because I've been so busy doing other stuff. And also, it's like one thing if I just say it's good, but it's a whole nother thing if a bunch of other people try the modification and they like it. And so that's getting rave reviews, and so I'm gonna have to recommend people go and give it a shot. Maybe as your first modification set, I don't know, but anyway. Also, metal shell fits nice and no problems with it, and it looks fine. It's not wonderful, but fine. And I suppose if you wanted to, you could, I don't know, do some sanding on it, get it silver. It's kind of like off green or something like that. But anyway, Artti R1, what a banger. Bye.